Hi, welcome back. And I have a new addition to these readings. So instead of saying this reading isn't for everyone and letting you watch on and decide if it's yours or not, I made these little cardstock letters. So I'm going to shuffle and it's going to give you an idea of who this reading is meant for. Okay. And some things are just going to come to me as we go. Okay, we have deplete, we have 888, we have release, imagine, create. You might be a creator, and divine feminine. Okay, so you might be a divine feminine, you might be feeling depleted at this time, you might be working on your abundance mindset. Okay, you might be tapping more into your imagination, which is super important to your creations. And you might be trying to release some things that are bogging you down, making your life heavy. You are investing in yourself. So if that sounds like you, then this message will be for you. Okay, so I want to get into the messages. I have a few different decks that I'm working with. I want to pull, please, one card. I would like one card for the overall message of what we're talking about today. I have a feeling that it's going to be about stepping more into your divine feminine energy. Yes, you are working too much. You are too much in your masculine energy. And I don't care if you are a man or a woman watching this. The message is you are too much in your masculine energy right now. And that's why you're feeling depleted, okay? The feminine, she nourishes us. She fills us up. The masculine element of life is to make the container. The feminine fills that container up, okay? And that's the very bare bones, basic way of putting it. But you guys are tired, okay? What I'm hearing is there are people that you can trust to help you. There are people that would be more than willing to help you. What I'm hearing is that you're not asking for help, maybe because you feel guilty asking for help, or you just want to do it on your own, or you may just have like some type of trauma around accepting help from others. But what the importance of this accepting help right now is, because it's going to, the stress that you're undergoing is going to start impacting your health. Okay, so we'll talk about solutions. We'll talk about, who we cannot accept help from. And the more you step into your feminine nature, your feminine, I don't want to say nature, because if you're a man watching this, you might not feel connected to that. But when you turn on your feminine energy, your intuition is a lot stronger. That's just the truth of it, okay? Because when you're in your feminine, that's when the messages that like God or the universe that is sending to you, that's when you receive those. Receiving is feminine, okay? Even the whole abundance thing, you have to be balanced in your feminine to receive what it is that you're being offered. I have strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. Yeah, so there are some things you have to release. You're holding on to them. And I've mentioned this before. Okay, 444 might be important to you. 17 might be important to you. So you're feeling lonely. You're feeling like you have to do it all on your own. You're feeling just unsupported right now. You're feeling... Okay, so the reason you're holding on to these things is because there's a light fear, or maybe a big fear, but there's a fear base about the future. There's a fear of what's to come if you do let go, what's gonna happen. And that's another feminine principle, okay, is being okay in the unknown. But what is required to be okay in the unknown times in life is trust. Okay, so what I'm hearing is there is some rebuilding of trust, not necessarily with other people, but within yourself. Okay, if you've been feeling like you're doing all this stuff and it's just like the weight of the world on your shoulders, if you're feeling like, you have to take on more to figure all this out, to untangle the mess that you feel like you're in, I'm hearing stop. Because what's coming in for you, it does not require that hyper masculine version of yourself. Okay, that hyper masculine version of yourself that would rather do everything and struggle and suffer rather than accept the help given. So that trust within yourself, it's like you trusted the wrong person at one point in your life, or somebody you really cared about turned on you in some way. And not only did you stop trusting them, but you stopped trusting yourself because you made the decision to trust them to begin with. Do you see how it's a vicious cycle? Okay, so what you're doing right now is rebuilding that trust within yourself. And you're also learning how to romanticize your life with or without a partner. Okay, and I would love to do a course about this. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that out loud, because I know, look, I got some people that love to take my ideas. I don't care, because what comes through me is so authentic and nobody can do what I do like how I do it. So I'm not scared, I'm not worried. But there also is a protective layer to you right now, okay? I'm seeing you like wrapped in bubble wrap. Like, you're so tired of being hurt, you're so tired of being played. Okay, this could be in a relationship, but it's also, it could be a work situation. It could just feel like everything. I'm feeling like the boundaries between like yourself and the external world are kind of muddy right now. Sewer Mermaid is not as gross as it sounds. It's actually a really beautiful card. And her message is, your sensuality is beautiful. So some of you might need to hear that. You might not be feeling beautiful. You might not be feeling like it's safe to step into your feminine energy. The number 25 might be important to you. You might be 25 years old. The number 25. Okay, and so let's get some tarot. I have a lot of decks out right now. I was excited. I did not know what this message was going to be about, but I'm just like, I'm pulling them all out because it just felt really big. Okay, and this is something big that you're going through, and I don't want you to feel like it's too big for you to manage. Again, from the eyes of the divine, they're compassionate and all-knowing and understanding, and with all due respect, there is nothing that they view as too big for you to overcome, for anything too big to stop the truth of who you are. Okay, and I don't feel like you guys right now feel like you're being 100 with yourself. Okay, you might feel like you're at, you know, a much lower capacity. Okay, you don't feel like you're at your potential. Again, and who would, with all that, you know, tangled energy? I know you're feeling depleted, and I know you have really big goals. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. You will overcome all of these things. Okay, what I'm hearing is like there's like light right around the corner. If you're in like a dark night type of space, there is relief right around the corner for you. And I don't just say that just to say that, like, this really in the cards. You're about to get the recognition that you've been feeling a lack of. Okay, you need to be easier on yourself. You need to be nicer to yourself. Okay, and I know a lot of you know this, but just a gentle reminder, the way you treat yourself, the way you speak to yourself in your mind, even if it's not out loud, or if it's when you're by yourself, the universe hears that. Okay, and so the universe is really, let's think of it as mechanical, just for explanation purposes. It's not out to get you. Okay, there is no thing like out to get you, out to make you pay a price for something. All it's doing is receiving what you're emitting, and then it receives what you emit, and it responds in accordance to that. Okay, so it's a cycle. You emit, it responds. And it also, so you see the energy exchange, right? And you could say the universe emits and you respond, but that's where you lose your power. Especially in times like this where things feel tumultuous, your reaction to things right now may not be serving you. And that's not to beat you up, where I'm not kicking you while you're down. I'm not, but okay, yeah. There is some energy there. You might feel like there are some people out to get you. People are different. People are confusing and at times very trifling, okay? Your light, because you are light, divine feminine, you attract good things and bad things, okay? And so that's where your masculine principle will protect you, okay? And I'm not talking about a man, I'm talking about the masculine principles within you are meant to protect the femininity within you. And so you need both for a lot of reasons, but that's just one, okay? So you might be feeling guarded right now, okay? Okay, let's get some more energy, because clearly you have a lot of blessings coming in, and it can at times seem like the darkest right before the light comes up. Again, we have the 10 of Swords. This is a positive sign. As ugly as this looks, as scary and excruciating as this can come off, what this means is that a cycle's coming to a completion. Okay, this is the end of this. Okay, after this, you walk away with knowledge and a greater understanding. And all right, we have the Daughter of Swords. Yes, literally, this would be the next card preceding the 10 of Swords. And this is what came to mind. That's so funny because I just flipped it over. I need 2 cameras so you guys can see the cards as I shuffle and watch me explain also. But you're mastering parts of yourself that you have never mastered before, and you're about to be recognized for that, okay? Like on a much larger scale, We have the Father of Cups. Okay, so there's big emotions, which is again natural in this state. I feel like some of you have been pushing your emotions inward, feeling like you have to be non-expressive within a certain situation, circumstance, so that you don't make things worse, or bite your tongue and regret saying something. But what it's doing is, by you not expressing it, and you don't always have to express verbally also. You don't have to necessarily tell everyone what's going on, but if you don't find a creative solution to express these big emotions, they kind of turn inward on you, and it will create, health concerns. Okay, we have the Chariot. We are at the end of Cancer season. And this video is timeless, but Cancer energy might be very relevant to you, okay? Cancer is a feminine, the mother sign. So that may mean something to you at this time also. But what I'm hearing is once you find a creative way to channel those really big emotions, that's when you're going to be shot forward. Like, that's when everything's going to start flowing seamlessly to you. Okay, I have the 9 of Cups. Yeah. The 9 of Cups is like fulfilled on your own, with or without support, with or without other people. And the universe is always supporting you. So when I say without support, I mean that of other people that may have let you down, may feel disappointing at this time. They may have tried to make you feel like this isn't really who you are, but that's not true. It wasn't a maybe, it was they tried to make you feel like you were less than, and it's got you a little fucked up because you were supposed to trust these people. For some of you, this is a relationship. Okay, I have the Lovers right here. For some of you, this is just a really close bond that you had with somebody, and you maybe did not realize how unequal the energy was in the friendship, relationship, work situation that you had with this. Okay. And so what I'm hearing, this beautiful thing about this is that it's complete. It's complete. Okay. So if you continue to move with these sort of expired situations, even though it feels like it's ongoing and it's never going to end, that's not the truth of the situation. Okay. It is going to end, and it has ended. And your job now is to really clear space for your feminine nature. Okay. Create a space for her. Even if this is mental, if this is physical, create a space for your femininity to flourish and not be afraid of what's coming next, not be afraid of being hurt again, not being afraid to express herself and create. Okay, I'm also getting like some sacral energy. Okay, you want to clear and balance your sacral as much as you can. That's where a lot of this tension is stored. That's where a lot of this energy is stored right now, is in your sacral. Okay, I have time for spirit, the pink lotus fairy. Okay, you have a spiritual team by your side that wants your acknowledgement. They want to work with you more deeply. They want to intervene in this and give you all the support and all the nourishment and love that you're expecting from someone else. And I don't say that, I don't want you to feel bad expecting those things from other people, but what happens, and because expectations are good, they are good. I don't know who told us they aren't, or why a lot of us believe that expectations are bad, but the only misfire with having expectations is if they aren't met at a certain time, it's like we can just like melt, like we can just like, oh, you know, like that's what I'm getting. That's the energy. And so expectations, when you believe them, when you believe they are possible and that you are worthy of them, are your best friend. Okay, so expectations aren't all bad. But yes, you do have this energy calling you back to yourself, just to reset, just to replenish, just to like fill up again and like flow. Okay, you are not in a, I'm hearing, okay, the cycle of you, it's like you work, and then you burn out, and then you just like you lose steam. Okay, what I'm hearing, the opposite of that would be flow. Okay, you're allowing this flow in your life. Okay, and start thinking to yourself, what does this look like when I allow flow? Okay, some of these things you really have to be hands off with. Okay, you see a problem, you want to get your hands in there and solve it, fix it, all of that. And what I'm hearing is that is where your trust and your faith play out. That is the time to flip that switch of, I'm over these cycles. I'm not making that decision. I'm leaving it up to the universe, and not feeling guilty for doing that. Because there are energies sometimes, there is a large attack on the feminine, and we'll get into that. We'll get into that. But there is this need. Let me rephrase that. There is this need for the feminine to be protected. So, feminine energies listening to me right now, your masculine side is meant to protect that feminine energy. And I know I've said that before, but it's worth saying again. Okay. The feminine needs protected. The mother needs honored. All right. Some of you need to get outside. Okay. I have the Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. So what does life look like when you're in your feminine? Sometimes, and this is a sad truth, we feel betrayed by our feminine energy. We feel like because we were feminine, we got like ran over. Because we were feminine, we got taken advantage of. Because we were feminine, you know, XYZ happened. And so we can become mad at ourselves. We can internalize that, and it turns into self-hate. And like, that's just the truth of it. We can be so mad at ourselves for being feminine beings, but the balance, and I was actually about to do a whole video of me just talking, rambling about the balance of masculine, feminine within every person. But you can maintain your femininity. You must maintain your femininity right now. Okay, that's how you're gonna get through this time. That's how you're gonna become the person that you're very proud of. Okay, you're not gonna abandon her. Patience. I trust in divine timing. Be patient with yourself. Sometimes, you know, when we start that 10 of Wands energy, when we start trying to like control everything, the outcomes and the this and then that, and it's like, yo, we slow everything down so much for us. Okay, so when I say things are right around the corner, I mean when you're able to relax your body enough, get out of your head and into your body, stretch your body, move your body, dance, like you just have to do it to really see for yourself, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so I do have Jesus here. I'm open to all religions here. Okay, listen, I'm very like open-minded. I know some people have a lot of trauma with Christianity, and that's separate, I feel like, from this entity of, you know, wholesome energy and trust and healing. But also miracle. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. Again, your trust is required. Action. Okay, today I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. Okay, so on the other end of the spectrum, if you are too much in your feminine, if you are too deeply in your feminine and you're not taking any action on anything, then that also indicates an imbalance. That's where your masculine side needs to step up and really, again, protect that feminine version of yourself. If you have any questions on what I'm talking about when I say both of those things within you, let me know in the comments, okay? So, watched over. I allow myself to feel safe and enjoy my life, knowing that heaven is watching over my loved ones and me. Okay, so whatever you believe in, whatever higher powers that you pray to, cry out to in times of need, that energy is watching over you. Okay, so don't feel so alone. Tap into these really beautiful energies. I'm getting visuals. I'm seeing like a lot of just light energy, like clouds, and not in like a foggy way, but like just like light, fluffy. I'm seeing pink and purple, and just this very heavenly energy. On the bottom of this deck, before we go, I have tenderness also. So again, stop beating yourself up for not being where you want to be already. And let me remind you, let me just leave it at this. I am both gentle and powerful. Perfect explanation of your divine masculine and your divine feminine within you working together for the greater good. I love you so much. If you're interested in your monthly horoscope, I have readings below in Patreon. It's one price. You get access to all of them. I'll be putting up more readings in the future. Okay, I love you so much, and I hope this helped. If you're new here, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, you know the drill. Okay. Till next time.